What is the longest line segment that can be drawn in a right rectangular prism that is 13 centimeters by 8 centimeters by 7 centimeters? This one right here would be the longest line segment you could draw. So once you see this longest segment you could draw, you notice that that could be the side of a right triangle. And the reason it's convenient is that if it's a side of a right triangle, we might be able to use the Pythagorean theorem to figure it out. But the Pythagorean theorem requires that you know two sides and only one be missing. But notice if this is our right triangle we're looking at, we have two sides we don't know and only one that we know. But to use the Pythagorean theorem, you need a right triangle and then two sides already given. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with this right triangle that's been formed down here. It has two sides given and one missing. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem on this one and find out what this x is. And once we know this x, we put it in this right triangle, use the Pythagorean theorem again, and find the y, which is the length we're looking for. So we go to this right triangle, the one down here, two sides given, one missing, so we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Remember that the C is always the one opposite the 90 degrees. So opposite the 90 degrees for this right triangle is this x. These two sides are given. So use the Pythagorean theorem for that triangle. Run it through the Pythagorean theorem. Simplify. Keep simplifying. Notice I take the square root of both sides so I could cancel the power of 2. And now I know that x equals square root of 233. So x becomes one of the sides of the 7 centimeter y triangle. So we found this side. So this side we found. The x, we already know what it is. It's square root of 233. So this is the square root of 233. Now we have two sides. And we could use the Pythagorean theorem since it's a right triangle with two sides given, and we could find the y. So they're passing the information from one triangle to the other. So it's a matter of solving for this y. So you apply the Pythagorean theorem again. Again, notice the side opposite the 90 is going to be acting like the C in the formula. So in this case, it's the y, right? Y is opposite the 90-degree angle. So you run it through the Pythagorean theorem. You simplify. Notice the power of 2 cancels the square root. 7 squared is 49. Keep simplifying at these two. Take the square root of both sides. And now you have the y all by itself. So y is the longest segment in the right rectangular prism that they gave us. This is the size of that segment, square root of 282 centimeters.